Haven't done. That's done. Haven't done that.
Okay, so I'm gonna open the left side.
Wooden tracks. Is there a sliding piece missing?
Yes, there is a sliding piece missing, so we can't do that yet. Next, we have to do the music box puzzle.
I have nothing for you.
I don't know if we can even talk to anyone.
I could use a little space, Nancy.
Oh yeah, so this is the point in the game where we cannot talk to anyone. We just have to solve the mystery, so... Okay.
This belongs to Elizabeth's family, and her song is a missing piece. I wonder if I can arrange these teeth to play that song.
So Elizabeth gave us the notes, and we also have this music book to tell us which tines on, or which like lines on these tines correspond to the notes. So it's quite a tedious process of figuring out which order to put these in. But first I just identify all of the different tines. So this is A, well, high A, I guess. I think that's correct. Like uppercase A. Then F, lowercase g, uppercase G, high C, uppercase B, lowercase b, uppercase E. Oh wait, sorry, this was low C. This is high C. And then uppercase D. Then you have to track the order that the dots appear. So it does this one first, which we know the first note needs to be a lowercase g. So we need to move this one over here. And then it has two C's, lowercase c's. So we need to move, this is lowercase c, we need to move that one here. Okay, wow, that was too slow. Okay, so then this one should be uppercase E. Which is here. Okay, and then this one needs to be uppercase F, which I think we just moved over. Yeah, I think this is uppercase F. And then G can go there. Right, that's okay. This is gonna take me a while. Yeah, so that's right. Okay. Okay, then this one, we have to correct this one. So that should be uppercase G, which is, I think this one. C needs to go here. B needs to go here. Okay, that one's not right. That needs to be uppercase B. Which is this one. And that's it. So now we have this piece and more of the journal, but again, we don't have the whole journal yet, so I'm gonna wait to read it. So back to the ship.
That's the ship alarm. Oh no.
Where is she? That's not good. My game is glitching out a little bit. But hopefully it's fine.
I need to get this sliding shape over to that treasure marking.
So, okay, yeah, this one is actually really fun. Because you have to change the shape and color to open the different areas. Oh, see, I think I messed up. So I'm supposed to do this. Wait, that doesn't really help. There we go.
All right, it popped open. The journal looks complete now.
Okay, time to read this very long journal. December 21st, 1786. My dearest little girl. Oh, by the way, if you haven't realized, this journal was written by Captain Lawrence, who was the old captain back in the 1700s. He crashed the Hurlicide, and then the townspeople killed him and his wife. And Elizabeth is his, great-great-great-great-great-granddaughter. Okay, so from Captain Lawrence. My dearest little girl, if you have come this far, then my hope is that you will discover that which is rightfully yours, for your mother and I have surely perished. In what manner I know not, but know that my love for you transcends anything in this world or the next. As you will undoubtedly learn, this ship contains many secrets, some my own, and some of the men who came before me. This journal contains the only truth on the matter I have ever written. I am no Dutchman, and the Hurlicide is not my ship. As a boy, I lived in Manchester, far from the sea. I went to London seeking a quiet life, and instead found the call of the waves too strong to ignore. I joined the first crew, which offered me a decent coin, and hopped aboard a sturdy English ship. Not half a year into our course, we were overtaken by pirates at sea. As they levied their guns at us and demanded our surrender, we gave ourselves over to a new master gladly, for the original captain had been deeply cruel to us. I still remember the moment our new pirate captain first looked at me. Though his skin had been worn rough like bark with sun and age, his eyes were a deep, piercing gray and full of shrewd intelligence. He called himself John North, though I have never known whether that was his true name, and I soon came to love him as my own brother. North always knew how to wiggle out of any situation, whether we were lost at sea or stranded on an island with dwindling supplies, or else terribly outnumbered by foes. We always managed to make it out with not more than the shirts on our backs. Soon my heart forgot England entirely and yearned only for adventure with him. He spoke infrequently of his father, a lord with whom he was on poor terms, but I never learned anything more of where he came from or what he was after. Soon he had handed ownership of the ship to me, declaring me the best navigator among our crew. I handled the charts and helm, and he handled the gold. It was a glorious partnership. Several years passed, and we conquered all the waters of the world. North tracked the movements of the English Navy with an intensity bordering on madness. He claimed a magnificent catch was coming our way, a ship called the Hurlicide, belonging directly to the Dutch East India Company's most elite and private fleet. The ship, he claimed, contained a massive fortune, a treasure of worth beyond comprehension, elaborately concealed within the ship's walls. When we've stolen this treasure, my good Lawrence, we'll be the richest men in the world, he told me. We'll buy the largest home in Piccadilly and live like proper gentlemen. Though his estimations seemed feverish and ill-advised, I trusted in him and sailed us to intercept the ship just north of Cape Town. We succeeded, we fought, we captured the Hurlicide. Our remaining crew was thin, but North managed to locate the treasure behind a false wall in the ship's hold, where you now stand. We had never seen wealth of such a size. We assessed immediately that we could not simply dock a Dutch ship into a major port and disperse the treasure of this sum unnoticed. No, we must conceal it and return with a proper vessel later. We sailed north to nestle the gold amongst snow and ice, far away from any privateer outpost or a navy crossing. We felt confident it would remain hidden. Over the ensuing year, we discovered a number of strange things on board, detailed contraptions so intricate as to be startling in their craftsmanship. Who created them? For what purpose was the gold intended? We never learned either answer. We buried the treasure deep within an ice cavern we found there. We had to carry it over land through deep snow, but it was worth it. A fortress so impenetrable that no one could ever find it through accident alone. Within those caverns sleep the wealth of an entire company. But as we sailed away from Iceland, the sky darkened, and mighty rumblings shook the very waters. Soon the air was thick with blackened smoke. The superstitious among our crew dove flat on the deck and cowered, but I grabbed the helm and turned us back towards Iceland's shores. We were safer on land. As the chalky air grew thick to breathe, I felt myself growing faint and collapsed with my arms clutched around the helm. I wove my hands through the wheel and prayed with all my might. The ship shuddered. There was a thunderous roar. I shut my eyes, and then nothing. When I awoke, I was lying on my back with the most striking woman I had ever seen standing over me. She gave me water and helped me to drink. I did, and it was good to be alive. Her eyes were sharp, though she looked tired. "Do you speak English?" I asked her. "Yes, little," she said, and smiled. "We have an English priest. I am Alda." I felt at peace and looked about me. "But where is my first mate, John North? He was on deck with me. We've a magnificent story to tell." Your friend is gone, the woman said, and shook her head. The sky is dark, Loki still erupts. We found only you and a couple of men in the hold. The others, well, the water is very cold. I felt my heart sink as I looked around the narrow wooden hut where I had been brought. Black dust slipped through the cracks in the window, and beyond the walls a faint rumbling, like the growl of some furious beast. They think I am their savior, but they are mistaken. In the months which I followed, I gave the town just enough to preserve my own head. These people know only how to demand from one another, to fight amongst themselves. There is no hope for this desolate place. They'll never see a whit of my gold, of that I am certain. Tomorrow I will flee, with you and your mother in tow. The two of us have done everything in our power to ensure our escape. With hope, you will never need to read this journal, but if someday you must, trust in the clues we have left for you. I have faith. You have my song and the ship, the directions listed here, and you have my love. With that, you will surely find your way to the treasure. I wish with all my heart that I could be there to see you grow old and to explore the world with you and your mother. I hope that the gold can serve in some small way as my apology. May it bring you some amount of happiness and freedom in this world. Your father, Lawrence. Okay, and finally, here are the words to the song, which is the final clue of how to find the treasure. So, I'm trying to remember if we can keep this when we go to the caves. I think we can. But basically, the words contain certain objects that we'll have to remember the order of, like a foreign shore, I think battered bow, or battered bow, I don't know how to say that, darkness, maybe stone walls, and then the silent grave. Where's the silent grave? I think there's a few more, but basically it will come in handy when we inevitably find the treasure. Why did I go that way? Okay, she's still gone.
Did that. Haven't done that.
Okay, so we have this and this, so it's time to, and this, so it is definitely time to find the treasure. So we want to go back to the cavern. Go up, and then right. And now we're in the cavern. Okay. So, to a large cavern. Head into the right tunnel, continue forward 2 steps. I think this is the right tunnel. 2 steps. I don't know if this is right. Okay, we're gonna try this.
Who are you? Did you just come to the wall?
Magnus?
Yeah.
I'm Nancy. I'm here to get you out. Are you hurt anywhere?
No, but he's coming back.
Who is?
Soren.
I knew it. His polite demeanor was all an act, wasn't it?
It's true. He kept me here alone at first. Tried to get me to talk. Thought I was hiding information. But when he found out I truly didn't know the treasure's final location, he grew angry. Very angry. I don't know what he's gone and done now, or when he's coming back. I'm so sorry. This is all my fault.
Oh, you've been in a cave for the last few days. I don't think you had any part in this.
I did, though. Long before the festival. Nearly all my life, I treated Soren poorly, just because I was told to. We all did. That would make anyone furious. Now it's come to this. And it's driven him mad.
That still doesn't excuse everything else he's done. You could have been hurt.
I want to think that, but I don't know what it's like to be treated so poorly for so long. Do you?
No, I guess I don't.
Maybe this is a wake-up call for all of us.
Come on, Magnus. I promised Elizabeth I'd bring you back in one piece, and I don't like to disappoint.
Elizabeth? Is she alright? I need to talk to her. I made a terrible mistake.
She's A-okay. Let's get out of here. I know just the girl to find us some backup. Alex, are you there?
Am I ever not? What's the sitch?
Not great. I'm somewhere inside the volcanic caves near Skiprot. I have Magnus with me, and I think we're kind of in dire straits here. Soren's the one responsible for all this.
Nancy, you're breaking up. Did you say Soren? Nancy? Nancy, I'm gonna dispatch someone. Hang in there.
No signal. I guess we'll have to find a way out on our own.
What was that?
Soren, leave her out of this.
Hello, Nancy.
Nancy, stay right there. I'm going to go get help.
Soren, I can't believe you do all this. That bruise on your face, selling the shipwrights. You lied to me. You were using us all to find the treasure for you. But you're still missing something, aren't you?
Oh, Nancy, you're a very smart girl. You know exactly why we're here. You're gonna find that treasure for me right now. Just you, me, and Gudrun here.
Great. Soren is here with his axe. And if you remember this, it says there is a decoy treasure. So we're going to give that to Soren. Buried into the cave wall to your left will be a chest containing a paltry sum. So right here.
Look, there's your treasure.
The crest of the Dutch East India Company. And the detail, it's exquisite. After all these years, I found it. It was all worth it. Well, I think it's high time I vanished. Goodbye, Nancy. I won't be back, but I'm sure you'll make it out of here eventually. That is, if you don't starve or freeze first. Give those xenophobic idiots my regards.
Wait, Soren! Ah!
Okay, but it says the true treasure lies beyond that. Retrace your steps to the decoy treasure's location. You'll find another passage leading up from there. Follow it. Okay.
Wow, this has to be the real treasure. It's not a myth after all.
Did that. That's done. Still have to do that.
These images are from Lawrence's final letter. I just need to press them correctly.
Okay, so we have stormy seas, a grave, home, battered bow, cold winds blow, love, silent ice, which I think is, no, that's the silent ice, tattered sails, north, blackened sky. So now we just need to put them in order. So stormy seas is first, then cold winds blow. Then battered bow. A long forgotten promise coming home. My love still lies there buried under silent ice. So love and then silent ice. The grave left unattended by the word I couldn't keep. Okay, and then I felt the tide pull on my bones. I made a bet that I'd return, even in this darkness, conquered mighty swells. I'm missing north and broken heart. Okay, so bones, north, then broken heart. Bones, north, broken heart. And then tattered sails beneath a blackened sky. Tattered sails, blackened sky.
I must have been the first to get this far. This is incredible.
Nancy, are you back there?
Magnus, I'm here. I found the real deal. But I think I'm stuck now. I'm not sure how to get over to the exit.
Hallo?
Well, that works too.
So, the treasure Soren found was a fake?
Yes, Captain Lawrence hid the real chest so that only his true descendants knew where to find it.
Well, it's yours now.
I don't think so. This treasure belongs to the town, not me.
Nancy, thank goodness. We have Soren in custody. My guys caught him right as he was leaving the caves.
That was close. What should we do with him?
So you get two choices on how to handle Soren. I typically choose the merciful option, but I will go back and at the end of this video, I will add a clip of what the other option looks like.
Soren can be reasoned with. Things just got a little out of hand. Keep a close eye on him until we get back to town.
You got it, lady. See you soon.
I think I'm calling this case closed. Dear Hannah, the secret of Skip Rot's famous treasure is finally put to rest, and the case is closed. Soren confessed to his crimes as soon as Magnus and I caught up with him. As it turns out, he was the one following Magnus all along, looking for his chance to take the treasure for himself. Soren was ordered to complete 1,000 hours of community service in lieu of jail time, and he took the sentence very seriously. He's been incredibly active around town ever since. The treasure is in good hands with Elizabeth. Her family legacy has finally come full circle. Magnus apologized to Elizabeth for having been so distant leading up to the festival. The two of them are doing well, and Magnus finally got that ship he's always dreamed of. He and Elizabeth packed their things and left to travel the world. And of course, Toomey went too. I just got a call from Elizabeth. I think they're somewhere near Thailand as we speak. Elizabeth left the Misty Skip pub in Gunner's hands while she's gone. Gunner seems to be happier than ever. He's back on his feet, and he even took me out on a fishing trip. He's still pretty cranky when it comes to tourists, but I think he'll get the hang of things. Soren's helping Gunner out with the pub as part of his community service arrangement, and he seems to be settling in. People are still wary of Soren, but they're starting to warm up to him in a way they haven't before. The attitude around town is definitely changing. Dagny and Magnus donated their exploration rights to the Hirlikide back to Skiprot. The ship is now fully public property and is open to tourists at all times of the year. Dagny stayed in Skiprot for a little while, but she split soon after she got her share of the treasure. At first she seemed content to stay, but after a couple of days with no action, it seemed like she was itching to get out on the road. She didn't say much about where she was going, but I later found a note in my room at the pub. Catch you later, friend. I gave Ned the anniversary gift I got him from the Skiprot gift shop. He seemed to like it, but as far as apology gifts go, I probably could have done better. Either way, both of us made a deal. Next anniversary, we celebrate in person, together. As for me, I think my time in the land of fire and ice is coming to a close. I'll miss the sky full of stars, but I've been in darkness a long time now. I can't wait to see the sun again. Love, Nancy. Soren tried to kill us both. He's a danger to the town's safety.
You got it, lady. See you soon.
I think I'm calling this case closed. Dear Hannah, the secret of Skiprot's famous treasure is finally put to rest, and the case is closed. Soren was arrested the minute Magnus and I left the ice caves. As it turns out, he was the one following Magnus all along, looking for his chance to take the treasure for himself. He followed Magnus onto the ship just before it sailed into harbor, knocked him unconscious, and took him to the ice caves using his dinghy. When he realized Magnus didn't know the final location, he came after me. Luckily, I beat him to the finish line. The treasure is in good hands with Elizabeth. Her family legacy has finally come full circle. Magnus apologized to Elizabeth for having been so distant leading up to the festival. The two of them are doing well, and Magnus finally got that ship he's always dreamed of. He and Elizabeth packed their things and left to travel the world. And of course, Toomey went too. I just got a call from Elizabeth. I think they're somewhere near Thailand as we speak. Elizabeth left the Misty Skip pub in Gunner's hands while she's gone. Gunner seems to be happier than ever. He's back on his feet, and he even took me out on a fishing trip. He's still pretty cranky when it comes to tourists, but I think he'll get the hang of things. Dagny and Magnus donated their exploration rights to the Hirlikide back to Skipbrot. The ship is now fully public property and is open to tourists at all times of the year. Dagny stayed in Skipbrot for a little while, but she split soon after she got her share of the treasure. At first she seemed content to stay, but after a couple of days with no action, it seemed like she was itching to get out on the road. She didn't say much about where she was going, but I later found a note in my room at the pub. Catch you later, friend. I gave Ned the anniversary gift I got him from the Skipbrot gift shop. He seemed to like it, but as far as apology gifts go, I probably could have done better. Either way, both of us made a deal. Next anniversary, we celebrate in person, together. As for me, I think my time in the land of fire and ice is coming to a close. I'll miss the sky full of stars, but I've been in darkness a long time now. I can't wait to see the sun again. Love, Nancy.
I don't know. I don't know if that was right. Okay, here are the awards. I think, again, I don't know, I think these are from my previous times doing this, but could be this time. Okay.
Nancy, it's me, Deirdre. I know you're not exactly president of my fan club, but listen, I need your help. Someone really important to me is in danger. Things are going from bad to worse. People are even saying she's some kind of witch. Nancy, if you don't help me, I don't think she's gonna make it out of this alive.
Join me on my next adventure.
Okay, well that was Sea of Darkness. I really, really love that game. A lot of puzzles. Some may think too many puzzles, but I find them fun, even though a lot of them did take me a really long time, so sorry about that. But it's a fun game. I like the story a lot too. The characters are really interesting. Soren being the villain is, I mean, it's an interesting like motivation for him to do what he did. And I also, I mean, of the two endings, I definitely prefer giving him mercy because I do sympathize with his situation in a way, but also made a lot of questionable choices. But anyway, yeah, and I also just love the setting of Iceland and like Vikings and ice caves, and I don't know, it was very, very cool. When I first played this, I was like, I just love this game so much, and I still do. But yeah, so next is Midnight in Salem, and that teaser we saw makes it look really, really good, and I think it could have been really, really good. But Her Interactive just made a lot of changes across the board to the point where the story just felt a little lost in all of the like functional changes they made. But I will be doing a walkthrough for that one. I'm probably going to take a little break before I do that one because I would love to do it a little closer to Halloween, since it's a very like spooky, you know, witches and there's pumpkin carving. It's just a very Halloween game. So I will probably post it around that time. But yeah, so stay tuned for that, and if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching, as always, and enjoy this song that Her Interactive created for this game, which is really beautiful.
And conquered mighty swells with just the line beneath my hands. And now I rest far in the north, a broken heart to lie forever under tattered sails beneath a blackened sky. Yet even in this darkness, something calls for me.